After he was done doing the splits on the ropes of a boxing ring, he then flew over to Asia to do the splits in multiple places. And then Jean Claude Van Damme decided to land in Thailand to destroy the hearts and punani of every woman he could get his hands on.
Dancing? Oh yeah, dancing. I'm good. Why? Yeah, I'm good.
The reason JCVD is in Thailand with his brother Eric is because Dennis Alexio, an actual fighter, needs to prove himself against Tong Po, a Moroccan bloke that they altered to look more Thai.
So nice to see other Chinese people.
All in a movie where Van Damme alternates between looking extremely sad, stupid, and extremely happy at the drop of a hat. But always stunningly handsome. I don't know why he's photographing naked boys, but let's move on. He double denims during the intro, and Eric doesn't take too kindly to Van Damme trying to upstage him for who can pull their pants up the highest.
Whoa, take it easy. Go learn, kid.
Whilst warming up for the fight, JCVD witnesses the big bad guy Tong Po doing some structural maintenance before the camera cuts, and I can only assume he took Van Damme and lovingly embraced him.
This guy's crazy. He's fucking crazy.
You bleed like my lead.
I saw the look in his eyes. He's fucking crazy.
He tries to convince his brother not to be a cripple moving forward, but Eric doesn't listen, and I don't care because Van Damme's acting and accent are awesome.
This guy was kicking one of these with his fucking legs. Until Plaza was falling down.
When the fight finally starts, Tong Po beats the ever-living crap out of the
American asshole.
for the first round, but Eric doesn't give up that easily.
Motherfucker wants a street fight. I'll show him.
He probably should have. He only lasts another 15 seconds. TP paralyzes Eric, and he gets the appropriate treatment that you'd expect the US kickboxing champion to receive, being dumped in a back alley.
Hey, you hear me? Asshole!
Token black dude Taylor comes in to help the lad, and I think we can all unanimously agree that this bloke is a fucking legend.
Out. Go on, we'll party later. Go on, both of you, out. Bitches never get enough of my stuff.
Van Damme hears that his brother will no longer walk, and his instant reaction is to fight the bloke that just crippled his better trained brother.
One, two, boom.
Taylor corroborates exactly what Steven Seagal has been saying for decades about Van Damme.
Thoughts on Jean Claude Van Damme?
Can I laugh in your face?
And you are not good enough.
Do I think Jean Claude's a tough guy or martial artist? No.
Like I said, you ain't good enough.
Jean Claude Van Damme. Is that true he got in a fight with you?
No. It'd be like me squashing an ant.
We get our first awesome 80s montage complete with cracking soundtrack that builds the sadness and desperation Jean Claude Van Coke Fiend is feeling. A lot of bangers in this one. Now, Taylor is the sort of man that is fair, honest, and likes to help a brother out in his time of need.
And if I can't stop you, I might know somebody who'll train you.
But life is about compromise.
Now, we're going drinking.
I don't want to drink.
So first,
What's it going to be? The Pink Pussy or the Kitten Candy Club, huh?
I don't want to drink.
Steven Seagal would be so proud.
Strip club scene. Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Taylor is pretty much explaining the very reason I came to Thailand.
I just like to enjoy life's many good pleasures. I'm better off here, less of a danger to anybody.
6.5 hours later.
It turns out Xian is a comical genius and not overly impressed with Americans.
Let me done. No, I cannot. Why? Don't know who you are, what you want.
But you are American.
Their giant heads.
Americans have swelled heads. American champion last week. Oh, very swelled head.
And their poor fighting abilities.
Was trained different in America. Your defense stinks.
Teach me. Teach me. I can do it.
Whilst out in the village checking out the local trim, JCVD demonstrates his giant heart and value by playing with the local kids. And that catches the eye of Miley.
Yes, I'm Miley. May I help you?
Miley, good fuck.
Niece of Uncle Xian. And unfortunately, also catches the eye of some local thugs. They also seem to recognize how handsome Van Damme is and just continue to stare at him.
Because of my big legs and karate.
But inevitably they get upset that he's trying to bang the local hotties and push their luck a little bit too far.
Please, do not interfere.
The movie has numerous classic scenes, including the Ready to Protect.
Ready to protect?
And more of Xian's classic comical genius.
This will make run faster. This? How?
During dinner, Van Damme can't control his urge to want to bang Miley and flirts right in front of Xian, who's not impressed. Though in fairness, his statement kinda set it all up.
Those your legs? Beautiful. Doing well.
My niece has many talent. Good to help training too. You see.
I'm sure. I can't wait.
Miley, good.
Eat your food.
Then Van Damme walks her home in the dark and seals the deal before she flees with some extremely moist panties. Now, this is when the training starts to heat up and the progression of the montage ramps up also, culminating in him being an absolute badass. But not before getting into some leg-stretching contraption that looks like it belongs in Diddy's mansion. Did somebody say helicopter kicks? It wouldn't be a JCVD movie without some spin kicks. And it definitely wouldn't be Kickboxer without the palm tree scene.
Take your bag and leave my house. You don't want training.
You want me to break my leg?
Your brother. Remember?
My brother. Remember?
Like this? What about this?
That's why Xian is the boss, and he knows it as he casually strolls away.
Like this? What about this?
And now we've reached the aforementioned absolute badass montage. I wish I could show you the entire clip, but you can find it somewhere. And I know what you're thinking now. How could you possibly improve this scene? Well, let's see. He visits his brother in hospital, who sexually assaults a nurse, and everyone just giggles it off. Before they head off down to a bar. Why? Because there's only one way to truly test your training. Get really drunk and beat the crap out of a bunch of henchmen.
Here? Really?
And I think we all know what's coming up next. And if you don't, then you're obviously an uneducated fool with no understanding of movie history or culture. Look at that gorgeous, handsome specimen dancing. Man or woman alike, let's agree that our loins are rumbling.
Ain't nobody standing in my way.
I'm sure your first thought is, how could we possibly improve this scene? And that is by having another slender, svelte, handsome action man. In his first fight, he beats the crap out of the bad dude's fighter before they brand Van Damme the White Warrior.
Look so cow, White Warrior.
Some might say this is racist, but I think if it's a positive thing, it's not racist.
Hello, please. Bing bong ching chong.
A little more training montage to demonstrate just how much of a badass he is, and it climaxes with him finally banging Miley.
Miley, good.
For some reason, it is decided they will fight in a basement dungeon somewhere with glass on their gloves. Why? Nobody knows. But whatever. Dramatic final fight stuff.
Bullshit!
Tong Po isn't impressed with Miley gallivanting around with some American bloke, so he decides he wants a taste of the merchandise. The bad dudes also kidnap Eric so that JCVD has to throw the fight. But honestly, the most devastating thing is that they stabbed the fucking dog. You motherfuckers.
Be a chicken shit all your life.
The first few rounds are JCVD getting his ass kicked until Xian and Taylor can rescue his brother and bring him to the fight. On that note, ho, now you're done for, Tong Po. What follows next is some of the most jacked and oiled up posing ever caught on camera. Eat your words, Eric. Eat your words, bitch.
How many times do I have to tell you? You don't win fights with that tip-tap shit.
Wrong. Wrong.
There was a lot of posing and yelling in this movie. A lot. And then there's some awesome 80s music to finish the movie and ends right there, as a movie should. I don't care about what they're doing next day or what is next on the agenda. I was here for that and it's done. That's how movies used to finish.
Yup!
This one hits home for me because I grew up watching these movies and they were, and still are, absolutely f***ing awesome. Better than all of that flippy, kicky, choreographed, special effect bullshit nowadays.
And this? What about this?
Alright legends, if you had some fun, smash the like and subscribe button. It helps the channel tremendously and it costs you absolutely nothing. Perhaps leave a hate comment about how JCVD sucks and Steven Seagal is way cooler, thinner, and more athletic.
Thank you for noticing that.
They're an awesome bunch of lunatics on Patreon that I love with all of my tingly bits, so thank you champions. But until next time, don't kick concrete pillars.
Until Plaza was falling down.
Definitely don't bleed like Miley.
You bleed like Miley.
But above all, stay awesome. Peace, legends.
Sunshine bright in the sky, and I'm free when I close my eyes. Help me wash away my sorrow.